Hey beautiful people, what is up and welcome back to my channel. I am Jamila and I love all things beauty. I love all things makeup, I love all things skincare, and I especially love sharing my tips and tricks for how to find high-end and luxury beauty products at bargain prices. Yes, we do. Okay, so if you're watching this and things looking a little bit differently, it's actually because I've just upgraded my filming equipment. So I just bought a new camera so I can film with. So I am testing things out in this video. So if the audio sounds off, if the visuals seem a little bit off, that's what the case is. But let me know down below how things look, how things sound. I'm actually also thinking about filming a video talking about the new equipment that I bought, why I bought it, because I know there are also a number of other smaller YouTubers who might be interested in seeing how I got to my decision in buying and choosing my new setup. So let me know and I can go ahead and film that. I might film it anyway, but it's nice to know that you guys are interested in it. All right. So for today's video, I am back with another product empties. I'm actually quite surprised that I'm doing this so soon because it usually takes me a while to finish products, but I actually have a bunch of products to show you guys that I have finished. Now it's in my cosmetics company store bag. I need to buy a little trash can to throw these in, but this is what I have for now, so I'm just going to go through, show you guys the products that I emptied. You guys already know I like to give a little bit of a mini review on these products and whether or not I would consider repurchasing them or if they just didn't work for me, and that's it. So without further ado, let's dive into today's video. Okay, so the first thing is the Green Tea and Vitamin E Cleansing Balm from Shop Miss A. Now, I loved this product. This is one of those products, it's a cleansing balm. So essentially, this is what you use to break down your makeup, to take off your makeup before you go in with your second cleanse, your regular cleanser. And this was absolutely amazing. I was scraping the ends of this. Now, you guys know I love Shop Miss A. They are a company that sells their products for $1. So it's extremely affordable. Now this is the jumbo size, so this actually retails for $7.77. And I would 100% repurchase this. If you don't know, right now they're actually doing 25% off their entire website for Black Friday. So I was actually hoping to get another one of this, but it's sold out. And that should tell you how good this product is. Now, I do have other cleansing balms like the ones from Clinique and I believe Ole Henriksen that I've used in the past, both of which I love. And this one I think is honestly just as good. I think it breaks down the makeup equally well. It doesn't leave my face dry at all. And it just does a really good job. And considering the price, you can't go wrong, because I think the Clinique is like $30 and this is $7. So I would 100% pick this up, and I probably will when it comes back in stock, even at the full price. So, you know, I don't mind paying $7 for this. Getting 25% off would have been great, but I don't mind paying full price for that. The next product is also a cleanser, and this is the Milk Vegan Milk Cleanser from Milk Makeup. Don't take a shot every time I say milk. Anyways, this is the Milk Cleanser. Now, I picked this up at TJ Maxx. It was $7. I do believe that this retails in the 30-something price range. And honestly, I wasn't impressed. I picked this up from TJ Maxx because I had heard a number of creators rave about it. It's supposed to be extremely great for dry skin and very hydrating. And I do think that it did have some hydrating properties. But honestly, I didn't think it did a great job at cleansing my face. I thought while my face did feel a little bit moisturized after the fact, I did still think that it needed to be cleansed a little bit better. So it was okay. I'm not going to repurchase this. I do have a backup of it because it was a TJ Maxx and I was like, oh, let me just grab all. So I picked up multiples of it, but it's definitely not something that I would go back and repurchase now that I finished this one up and I wasn't fully impressed with the product. And per usual, this is going to be primarily skincare because it just takes me a little bit longer to get through some of my makeup products. The next thing, you guys know this is a holy grail. This is the Clinique Moisture Surge Hydrating Supercharged Concentrate. This is a holy grail in my routine. I use this right after I use this every morning. After I come out the shower and I do my toner, this is the first product that I go in with. I have been through, I want to say at this point, maybe 10 bottles of this. So this will forever be in my routine. And if you have dry skin, I think that this is an amazing serum. It not only sinks into the skin really well, so it doesn't feel like tacky or oily on your face, but it really does a great job at adding some more hydration. if you have oily skin, I think this is a great product to add into your routine as well, because it doesn't make you more oily. It just makes your skin feel hydrated. And like I said, it sinks into the skin so well that you don't really even notice it on your skin. And considering that we are going into winter time and our skin tends to be a little bit more dry and need a little bit more moisture, a little bit more hydration, I think this is a really great serum to add into your routine, especially for the morning. Now for the night, I do use another hyaluronic acid serum, which is just a little bit thicker, but I like this because it plays well with my other products, both my prescription products as well as when I am applying makeup. It doesn't sit and be too heavy on the face, so that I can apply my makeup and have a really flawless base. And the last skincare item before we switch into makeup is the Good Molecules Silicone Free Priming Moisturizer. Now, I do have 2 videos on my channel which are really comprehensive reviews of the Good Molecules brand, and I talk about this moisturizer in there. And honestly, at first, I really didn't like this moisturizer because I didn't think that it did a very great job at keeping my face moisturized. And I also didn't think that it did a great job at being a primer. However, I found that I got a lot of use of this product in the summertime. When I first tried it, it was during the winter, and I felt like it didn't give me enough hydration for it to be effective as a moisturizer, and it didn't do anything in terms of like blurring my pores or creating a tacky base for makeup application, so I really didn't like it. But then I actually took this with me to Jamaica when we went on vacation, and I use this a lot during the summertime. And what I like about this is that it's such a lightweight moisturizer that if you have oily skin, or if it's like the summertime and it's really hot and you want your face to remain a little bit matte, or you want your makeup to last longer, this works. So this is a moisturizer that I would consider buying, but only to use in the summertime. It's definitely not something that I think meets my needs when it comes to winter and needing more hydration. Now, the other thing I want to say about this moisturizer is that I have, at this point, decided that it is a moisturizer and not a primer. So while I will use this as a moisturizer, I still go in with a primer to get my, before I apply my makeup, because I don't think this is a primer. I don't think it does anything that a primer is supposed to do. But overall, not a horrible product. It just, you have to know when to use it. And I guess it depends on, for me, it depends on how my skin is feeling in terms of being more dry or more oily and the climate at the time. So those were all the skincare products that I had to show you guys. So now let's switch into my makeup empties. I actually had a lot of makeup empties this time around because I'm doing a little bit of a declutter, and I just finished up a lot of products, so I'm very proud. So the first 2 things that I have to show you guys are my Too Faced Born This Way concealers. These are holy grails to me. I used to be obsessed with this concealer. Now, I will say that since I've discovered the Pat McGrath concealer, I have not actually replaced these, as well as I've been really into my e.l.f. Camo Concealer lately. But that's not to say that this isn't a fabulous concealer. I absolutely love the way this performs. It definitely is on the medium to full coverage side, but I think it blends into the skin like a dream. I think it's not too drying, so it does a really good job at keeping my under eyes still moisturized enough. And I love it. Now, the reason why I haven't repurchased these is because I was hoping that I would be able to find them at the CCO for 50% off, but they don't have my shade, and I've been to at least 3 different CCOs. So it makes me wonder if they're discontinuing this product because they just haven't been restocking the shades at the CCO. And because I know that it could be available at the CCO, I refuse to pay like full price at Sephora. No, granted, this is $23 I think for one of these, which is half an ounce, so like half the amount you would get in a foundation. So it's a significant amount of product for, I believe, $23. So honestly, I should I should pay the full price, but I just refuse to, just knowing that it's at the CCO in other shades for like 50% off. I also have a number of mascaras that I emptied. I tend to go through mascaras pretty quickly. It's one of the products that, 1, I use it pretty much every day, and 2, mascara expires after 3 months, so I am pretty consistent with getting rid of it after 3 months. So I go through it pretty regularly. So there are 3 mascaras that I finished. The first is a deluxe or travel size of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. You guys know this is a holy grail from Too Faced. This is one of their most famous products, and honestly, for a reason. The wand on this mascara is amazing. I think that this gives probably the most volume I've ever had from a mascara. So I absolutely love this. Now it does have some flaking, so if you can get past that, I think you're absolutely fine. But if you don't like wearing lashes, and I personally don't like wearing lashes, the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara gives me the most volume and the most length of any mascara I've ever tried. The next mascara is the Tarteist Mascara. Now, I don't buy anything from Tarte anymore. The brand is just kind of boring. They rubbed me the wrong way a couple of years ago, and ever since then, they haven't released anything that's been exciting. This mascara was okay. Now, the wand is definitely on the fine side, but I think that this is actually a really good wand for getting those lower lashes. So this is primarily what I used it for. It was okay, nothing special, nothing to write home about. Since then, I don't really shop from Tarte, so I wouldn't repurchase this, but it's really good. It's a good lower lash line mascara. And then the last mascara was from Laura Mercier. This is their Caviar Volume. Now, I picked this up at TJ Maxx, and I want to say it was like $5, maybe $7. Now, overall, I don't like paying more than $10 for mascara, just period. Something about paying more than $10 for mascara rubs me the wrong way. And if you want a really good mascara, the Essence Lash Princess, what, $3, $4 is amazing. But anyways, I got this one at TJ Maxx. The wand in this is interesting. It's similar to the Too Faced, but also very different. And I remember not liking this mascara. And I don't know, I think the wand was just too big for my eyes because I couldn't get in there really well. And on a number of occasions, I poked my eyes with this mascara wand, which is not something that I typically do. Like, I know how to put on mascara. So because this wand just didn't work with my eyes and I couldn't get in there without digging out my eyeball, I would not repurchase this. So those were the 3 mascaras that I completely finished up. Now, I also finished up a foundation, and I emptied my Urban Decay Stay Naked Foundation. This is in the shade 70 WY, so 70 Warm Yellow. And this is an amazing foundation. I also took this with me to Jamaica because if you have oily skin or if you are in a hot climate and you need something to stay matte, baby, this foundation will keep you matte. I really enjoy this foundation. Now, this is definitely not a foundation that I reach for in the winter time because my skin is a little bit on the drier side and I try to use more hydrating products. But overall, this is an amazing foundation if you have oily skin. It is medium coverage, I will say that, and it does feel a little heavy on the skin, but not terrible. It's definitely wearable and it's not uncomfortable. But this is an amazing foundation. I already have a backup of this because it's also one of those foundations that I will apply when I know I'm going to be wearing makeup for a long amount of time. If I have an event or something that I need to go to and I need my makeup to last and stay matte, that is one of the foundations that I reach for. The next thing that I emptied was eyebrow pencils. I cannot believe how many eyebrow pencils I've been through. So I have actually used up 3 of the Ulta brow pencils. Now this is in the shade Espresso, which is like a really dark brown, like a dark black brown. And this is an amazing pencil. You guys have heard me talk about this before. It is definitely similar to the ABH Brow Wiz pencil. The only complaint I have about this, and you can probably tell by the fact that I have 3, the only complaint that I have is that this does not have a ton of product. Like, I go through these brow pencils so quickly. Like, one brow pencil will probably last me a month, whereas if I have the ABH or even the Benefit brow pencil, I could get 2, maybe 2.5 months worth of use. So this brow pencil finishes quickly. Now, that's the only complaint. And it's not even a terrible complaint because in all honesty, this brow pencil retails for $10 and you could usually get it on sale for 50% off, making it $5. So $5 a month on a brow pencil, I'm not mad at it. So this is definitely a product that I will continue to repurchase, especially when it's on sale and I can get it at 50% off. I like to stock up because I go through it really quickly. The other brow pencil that I finished was the Benefit Precisely My Brow, and this is in the shade, what shade is this? Shade number 5. This was actually my first time trying the Benefit brow pencil, and I am in love. I'm actually a little bit mad that I tried this because this is so good. I thought I liked the ABH brow pencil, and I thought I liked the Ulta brow pencil until I tried this, and I was like, this is it. This is the brow pencil that I have been waiting for. Now, this is also an expensive brow pencil. I think it's $24. So it's definitely not something that I'm going to be repurchasing like that, especially when I can get the Ulta one for $5. But this is so good. So whenever you see this on sale at maybe like a 50% off, or I know QVC will oftentimes have it discounted, I would pick it up because it is really good, you guys. That totally blew me out of the water. 2 more products. The other product that I emptied is also a brow product. This is the MAC Pro Longwear Waterproof Brow Set, and I don't think I have the shade name because this is actually kind of old. But this is basically a brow mascara. And I love this brow mascara, but I also just realized that they don't sell this anymore. I am so sad that they don't sell this anymore. I actually picked this up at the cosmetics company store. So I will try to see if it is there, because sometimes the CCOs will have some discontinued products. You know, just like the last remaining stock of the discontinued products. But this is an amazing brow gel. I have been using this for years, which is why I'm so obsessed with it, because I've been using it for years because it works. Especially if you don't want to like completely fill in your brow and do like the whole 10-minute spiel. I will use this brow mascara to just add some color to my brows and just go if I have no time. So I will repurchase it if I can find it. If I can't find it, it is what it is, I guess. And the last product is not necessarily an empty, but more of a declutter. And that is the Morphe Bronzer in Showmans. Now, you guys can see there is some hard pan going on in here, but you can also see that I made a pretty significant dent into this product. Now, I used to really enjoy this. Since having this product, I have acquired a significant number of bronzers, so this completely fell off my radar, and with the hard pan in there, it needed to go, so this ended up in the trash. Would I recommend it? Yes. For the price, I still think it's actually really good. There are very few Morphe products that I use, very few Morphe products that I recommend, but this is actually one of them that I think is a decent product. Now, here are the swatches on my finger. And here they are on my hand. You'll see that the bronzer definitely is more neutral. It's not super red. And then there is a shimmer on top of it, which I kind of like the option to have a matte bronzer and then a shimmer, so you can add the shimmer on top if you wanted to make it a little bit more glowy. So I like having both sides, both the matte side and the shimmer side. But I do think that this is a beautiful bronzer if you have medium deep complexion and you want something that doesn't lean too red. Okay, and that's it. Those are all of my product empties. I always love sharing with you guys the products that I use and the products that I finished up, because it really does give me an opportunity to go back and really reflect on the products that I have so I can make better and smarter decisions going forward. I love trying new products, but I also don't want to keep buying products that I know don't work for me, so this is really a great opportunity for me to be mindful and thoughtful about all of the products that I have in my collection. Okay, so that's it from me, guys. If you like this video, I would absolutely love and appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already done so, leaving a comment down below letting me know what you think about the new setup and if this camera quality and audio is fine. And also giving this video a big thumbs up. And of course, sharing with a friend who you think might actually like the content. You guys already know I love you guys. I love when you come back. Thank you so much for the support. And as always, I'll catch you in my next one. Bye.